Hey, this is Matt from Custom Car Grills with a mesh install for a 2013 and newer Hyundai Genesis Coupe. To start the install, the bumper needs to be removed from the vehicle along with the stock grille components. Next, I'll grab a handsaw and start working on removing the center horizontal bar. I'm trying to stay about 1/8 or 1/4 inch away from the edge. Essentially, I just need to get it close enough so that I can get a straight shot at the edge with a cutoff wheel. Once the cuts are made on both sides, the center section will drop right out and can be thrown away. With that done, the rest of this will be much more manageable. Next, I'll cut off the protruding tabs on the back of the bumper. To get the job done, I'll use my Dremel and equip it with the number 543 cutting and shaping wheel. This cutting wheel will make short work of this soft plastic. I'll be trimming these right up to the edge of the rest of the bumper the best I can. It's important to take my time and make sure I can get a good, clean, accurate cut that doesn't dig into the bumper. Here's a quick close-up of some of the lower tabs being removed. Then, I'll focus my attention to the top edge and remove those tabs. And once those are gone, then there's only a handful left on the sides as seen here. After the cuts are made, there's going to be some big burnt plastic bits that are stuck to the bumper. Those can easily be removed by hand. Now, I'm going to focus back onto the area where the horizontal bar was removed. This region should now be accessible with our cutoff wheel as seen in this test run. Okay, now's the time to make this tricky and uncomfortable cut. Having someone else hold the bumper while keeping two hands on the Dremel will help steady the cut quite a bit. Once the cut is made, then excess plastic can be removed by hand after it's cooled down. This plastic heats up very quickly. Behind the scenes here, I have eye protection on to help deflect any debris that's flying towards me. Next, I'll make a few passes on the back of the bumper using the top of the shaping wheel. What I'm trying to do is work out any unevenness that might remain from cutting out the tabs or the side area. It helps to periodically check the front of the bumper to make sure everything is looking smooth and uniform. There's going to be even more burnt plastic bits that will need to be picked off again. Then, as a finishing touch, I'll grab a knife and trim off any remaining excess plastic from the cuts. Now I'm finally ready to install the mesh, and here's a look at the piece that we have for sale on our website. It's pre-cut and pre-formed specifically for the 2013 and newer Hyundai Genesis Coupe. We've got all the right cuts made and taken all of the guesswork out of the mesh portion of this install. With all the right cuts made to the bumper, the mesh piece should drop right onto the back of the bumper, like so. Please note that the mesh wraps around the back of the opening, and the pre-bent part faces the front of the bumper. To temporarily hold the mesh in place, I'll grab some cable ties. Some soft foam is also a good idea to use to help protect the paint on the bumper. Getting the mesh to hold in place on the top and bottom edges is as simple as running the ties around the bumper and through the mesh. Then just tighten up the tie with the head of the tie on the back of the mesh. Repeat this step all along the edge until the mesh is firmly up against the back of the bumper, but don't over tighten the mesh to the point that it's distorting the bumper. The edge of the bumper and the bent edge of the mesh should be making good contact at this point, and if they aren't, then some adjustments to the tie positioning might be needed. On the top edge, I couldn't find any ties long enough, so I actually ended up chaining two ties together to get the job done. The upper corners are also easily tied down, as shown here. Where I ran into trouble is on the far left and right edges. The mesh wants to pop up here in this area. There's a few ways to approach this problem, and I chose to go the route of using a wood dowel to act as an aid in giving me a surface to tie onto. All I need to do is get it on the front bumper near the edge and run some ties through the mesh and then around the dowel and then fasten them on tightly. If the fog light housing has been removed, then it's possible to run some ties through there and around the mesh to help hold down the mesh. Once all of the ties are in place, then I'll grab some wire cutters and trim off the tail ends and throw them away. Before bonding the mesh and bumper together, I'm going to do a quick check around the perimeter just to make sure that there's no gaps. And it looks like I'm good to go in this case. The adhesive I'm going to use for this install to adhere the mesh and bumper together is automotive goop. This works well and is cost effective. And another product that will also work well is Plyo Grip. This is much easier to use and cures much faster, but it costs substantially more. For the goop install, I'll get out a toothpick so that I can get this stuff in every area where the mesh and bumper come into contact. The toothpick helps with accurately applying the goop, and it works very well. I highly recommend this technique. Now it's just a matter of generously applying this all the way around the bumper. For this project, I ended up using 2 of the 3.7 ounce tubes of the adhesive. Here's a quick close-up of the application of the adhesive. The goop does take about a day to cure, so it's best to plan the installation accordingly. After a full day has passed, I came back and cut off the ties and threw them away. Any foam that was used can also be discarded at this point as well. And now the mesh mod is complete. Let's flip around the bumper and see how it turned out. Wow, this looks really good. The new meshed out bumper makes a huge difference when compared to the stock grille. Overall, this mod isn't too difficult, and it makes for a good weekend project. Here's a quick rendering of what the mesh piece will look like when it's installed on the vehicle. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions about it, then feel free to contact us, and thanks for watching.